one of those driving videos. I know, Mom, sorry Mom. I was just looking at Twitter before I left the house, and two videos came up side by side. One was Mark Atwood talking about Donald Trump, and the other one was Simon Harris talking about Simon Harris. And I just laughed. I said, I know which one I'm gonna watch. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, you know, I'm not hopeful, things are terrible, and I actually wanted to just hop on here and say the opposite. I'm very hopeful. I'm very excited. There was a post on Instagram. There is a Love in Dublin account, and they're talking about Barack and Michelle, or Big Mike, depending on where you stand, coming over to Dublin to get the freedom of Dublin, and all the comments, perfect, totally, you know, take no shit. I'm going, wow. And then I watched, not in order, I watched a YouTube about AI, which I've shared on my Facebook profile, and it was telling us how horrific and horrible AI is, and how AI will not hesitate to kill a person. And then I was thinking about this, and I said, yeah, but what was the prompt? What was the prompt? What were the guardrails? I've had a discussion, if you can call it that, with Grok about guardrails, which basically means these are the parameters in which the AI is allowed to work, and it is programmed that way. So I believe the outer narrative is crumbling. I think AI is going to be fine. I think we need to learn how to use prompts, and we need to use it wisely, not use it for art, but use it to do tasks and to help us do tasks. You could say, AI, I want to market this workshop. Give me a marketing plan and give me 2 weeks worth of half-hour tasks that I could do every day that you could help me with. Maybe it could even do some of those tasks. Done. I don't see the problem with that. So I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful, especially as I'm recording module 4 of my Life Mastery Practitioner course. You know, I'm creating what I want to see in the world. I'm teaching counseling skills, traditional counseling. For those of you that might not know, I was a licensed, accredited psychotherapist / counselor, and I put in the work. I did the degrees, I did the hours, I did the supervision, I did all of the extracurricular stuff, and now I'm teaching how to do it, but I'm putting a twist on it, and I'm teaching people how to do the energy clearing work as well. I mean, just think, if you go to a counselor and they've cleared their energy, done their own inner work, cut the cords between the client and the person that's disempowering the client, teach the client how to do this, do a power retrieval, soul retrieval for the client, teach the client how to do this. You're not going to be stuck in counseling for years. You're not going to be doing therapy for months. You're going to be empowered. And that's what they're afraid of. And that's why I'm full of hope and joy today, even though I've got physical pain. And yeah, I've got physical pain, but you know, we all have things that are going on. And I'm not making my life about the thing that's going on, because whatever is going on will pass. And I'm still showing up, and I'm still hopeful, and I'm putting the energy into what I'm creating. And I really hope that that's something that you think that you could do too. So, you know, what would you like to see in the world? And how can you add to that? You know, instead of getting worried and feeling like, oh my God, AI is going to kill people, ask the questions, well, why did that AI kill people? And they just didn't give it good prompts. They didn't set the guardrails. They're trying to scare us, because I'm here trying to empower people. I'm talking to you because I want to empower you to stop listening to the crap narrative and go out and make something beautiful for the world. Even if all that is, and I'm deadly serious here, even if all that is you letting go of fear, even if that's all you do, that is huge, because then you are one person less throwing that fear frequency into the field. Domino effect. We want to tune into the frequency of peace, of joy, of people. I mean, I was just in a cafe getting a coffee, and you know, all this, oh, people are terrible, people are awful, and immigrants and this. There were all different kinds of flavors of people in there. I don't know, Mexican girl behind the counter, Indian girl sitting waiting for her coffee, and the girl behind the counter was looking at a handbag, looking up, and she says to the Indian girl, I'm gonna see how much he loves you by finding out how much money he spent on this handbag. And I start laughing and I say, well, it's a beautiful handbag. I'm sure he does love you, especially if he takes you out to dinner as well. And we were all just laughing and having fun, and that's what it's about. Really and truly, that's what it's about. It's about being real, not taking any shit, not believing the narrative, connecting into joy. There's joy. I mean, I could have walked in there angry. I could have been angry. I could have thought to myself, oh my God, they're not Irish. I don't know if they're Irish or not. Does it matter? Truly, does it matter? We're human. We're human, and we have hearts, and we're breathing, and many people out there don't. So let's celebrate the ones who do. Create something beautiful for them and eliminate the fear from the consciousness field. Okay, tell me what you think.